what we saw, just so that we can keep it simple and still have the kids play fast, and then hold off till halftime to make the more intricate adjustments with regards to how we're going to attack that if they do it. And we did that and exposed it a little bit, I thought, and they weren't able to hop back in that front after that point. So
you put 6 touchdowns on the board, 5 on the ground and 1 in the air, 46 points. Are you expecting the same type of output next week?
Well, I don't know with regards to scoring, but I can say that our goal would be we definitely want to be as balanced as possible, and I think we were with regards to yardage last night. And I said we were kind of a hybrid offense. The thing we had struggled with, more so in the past than we are now, is getting positive run plays consistently. And so with the way we're running the ball with kids like IK, of course Ryan can run. We have Trevor Lindsay behind IK, and then, like you said, we get it to Kylie any way we can get it to him. I think our goal is, let's try to be as balanced as possible. But part of what we do is, if a defense is going to let us throw the ball down the field, we're going to throw the ball down the field. And if they're going to let us run it, we're going to run it. And then by the end of the night, I think if we can just do what the defense has given us, we're going to end up, with that balance.
Special guest Coach Jeremy Mills, offensive coordinator. Coach, thanks so much for joining us, and enjoy the rest of your Labor Day weekend.
All right, I will. I appreciate it.
And now we're back with Coach Young. I do want to remind our listeners, this broadcast is brought to you by the Lake Dallas Quarterback Club. They do a great job as a booster club and all things Lake Dallas Falcon football. So we want to thank them for this production. Coach Young, you finished that opener 46-28. It's always good to win the first one. In the coaching profession, it's not what you've done lately, but what are you going to do today or next week? So let's segue on over to Friday night, September 7th. You're on the road again, Frisco Centennial, but you get to play in beautiful, I think we talked about it last week, Jerry World 2, also known as the Star in Frisco. Talk to our listeners about game week preparation for playing in that monster venue over there in Frisco.
Well, it would be nice. This time of year, the heat is such a factor on game nights. So it'd be nice to get our kids inside. It takes a lot out of you, when you practice out in this heat all week and then play a game like last night. To have a week where we get a game indoors is really helpful this time of year. Good for our kids to get out of that heat. But it's really not a whole lot of difference in the preparation for the week. But I know our kids are excited about playing there, and we need to play well. First, Centennial should have beat us last year. We had to recover an onside kick and a hook and ladder play and kick a field goal with no time left to beat them. So it's they're always very well coached. They've got good players over there. So we need to have a good week of practice and be ready to play a good football team.
And the fan base, there will be some traffic. So you listeners, make sure you leave the Lake Cities, the Lake Dallas area early so you can get over there and get parked, get inside there before kickoff. We'll need a big crowd there making a lot of noise inside the Star. Coach, are there certain players Frisco brings in, Frisco Centennial, that your defense are going to have to really hone in on?
Yeah, their quarterback is he's a third-year starter, so he's got some moxie to him. He reminds me a lot, same size as Kenny. Kind of his scramble ability is very similar too, maybe even a little bit faster. So that's going to be good for us. That was something we had to do last night, was chase him around. I think that'll kind of help us get ready for this game as well. Defensively, they have a lot of new guys, and we've played them so many times. You watch them on film; they're kind of like us. They haven't changed a whole lot of offense and defense, so it's not going to be a surprise for either one of us. So it's really just about executing. Who's going to execute the best and keep turning the ball over is probably going to be the one that wins.
Next week again, 7 o'clock, September 7th at the Star in Frisco. Coach, I know you got some more film to break down. You want to spend a little time with the family. Anything else you want to share with the Lake Dallas Falcon football family?
No, thanks. I appreciate the support last week in Denton, and I hope we get everybody out to see the Star next Friday night and help us beat Frisco Centennial.
Remember, you listeners, share the broadcast. You can share it on iTunes, on Spreaker Radio. It's also available on the Lake Dallas Quarterback Club website, as well as the Lake Dallas Falcon Football Facebook page. So great ways to share it with family and friends outside the Lake Cities area. And as you're driving down the road, you can listen on Apple CarPlay or any type of medium that you catch your podcasts on. With that, Coach, hey, thanks for joining us on a holiday weekend, and enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll catch up with you next weekend.
All right, appreciate it.